habla? All right. Some of you guys that don't speak Spanish, you live in Southern California, we need to up your Spanish as a second language. So, glad to be here with you guys, fired up. You are the #1 team in Team Conquer. I want to say to you that it is a time to be the most coachable, the most aligned, the most consistent with your efforts, because it's the roaring 20s. Don't take that lightly. There are significant benefits coming in this industry with this company. In the time of age that we're in right now, this thing is getting ready to explode. If you're in WFG right now, your life license, and you've gotten a little taste of some success here, your business is getting ready to explode. Your life is getting ready to change. I wish I had this opportunity when I got started. I wish we had the digital age when I got started. When I got started, we had paper applications and you had to put them in a mailbox, and then 7-10 days later they show up at the home office, if they showed up. And if they didn't, then you had to do it all over again. You had to pay for shipping costs. Today, you press a button, the underwriter has the information. Just on this very stage, I talked about the future. You know, we're getting ready to make money quick on rollovers, on apps, on recruits. I mean, this thing is going to pop to a whole other thing. Technology is here to stay. You need, some of you guys are maybe behind the 8 ball a little bit with that. Recommend you really increase your ability to do this business and wrap your mind around the fact that you're in distribution. McDonald's clearly does not make the best hamburger, but they sell more hamburgers than whoever does. You all understand that? So you got to see yourself in the distribution business. How many people do you have out in the United States of America that can enter an application into the computer, press send, the underwriter gets it, and you get your override? I want you to be thinking that way. This is just not about you writing your own apps. That's cool that you're going to write some apps yourself, but you got to be in the distribution business. You realize, I don't know most of you guys. Be honest with you, like COVID, like I don't know anybody anymore. I just know a selected number of people here in the front row. I probably know 10, 15 of you guys here. The rest of you guys I've never met. Every time you write an app, they pay me. Do you comprehend that? Hello? Yeah. Okay. You want to be in this position? You want to be in a position where you're making money, tens of thousands of dollars, from people throughout the United States that are talking our story, selling our products, creating solutions for families, improving your own quality of life. This is a business that will make you wealthy. When I first came to WFG, Ed Milet told me, he says, man, let me tell you, G, the reason why we're doing this is I flat out want to get stone cold wealthy. And I saw Ed Milet just ascend. His trajectory was he just getting richer and richer and richer every single year, to the point where it's like, I don't know how wealthy he is today. I think he said he's worth $800 million. And you realize he was a person like you that got a code number, that went to their first meeting, that learned the little presentation, that learned how to send in conditions on an app. He was a person just like you, but he got really serious. So my message to you is go all in. Dude, you're young. I see a lot of young faces here. How many of you guys are in your 20s or 30s? Stand up if you're in your 20s or 30s. Let me see. 20s or 30s. That's, I don't know, 75 to 80% of you guys. You have an amazing, you have an amazing future. For the rest of your life, all you're going to do is stack your wealth. Is that exciting to you or what? Let's talk about what I'd like to do. Thank you for all of you guys. For all of you guys in that position, you'll be able to comfortably retire your parents. I'm talking about many people in America today. Their #1 concern is that they're in this sandwich situation. They got to take care of their parents here, they got to take care of themselves, and they got to take care of their kids. So basically, they're financially responsible for these 3 layers of cost, of expenses, of bills. You will be the go-to person in your family. I don't know if you've ever looked at yourself that way, but whenever an emergency comes up, you're the savior. You're the person that provides the example. You're the person that can put the family's last name on the map. You realize Guillermo Haro, because of a code number and an invitation to a BPM and a life license, and I learned how to give a simple presentation. Because of that, I am the premier guy in my entire generation on my mom and my dad's side, just like the wealthiest dude in the whole deal. Like we go to a family event, it's like, he's done. That's him. And no, the bald guy. Well, let me just tell you, I don't know that you want that responsibility, but it's awesome to have. Let me tell you what it also gives me. It gives me complete quality of life. My time is mine. I get to go wherever I want, whenever I want, and cost is never the issue. Every Tuesday and every Friday, this company reminds you of how freaking awesome it is. You know, yesterday was payday. Did you know that? Friday, our week goes like this. It's Monday, payday, Wednesday, Thursday, payday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, payday. We don't call them Tuesdays, we call them payday. We don't call them Fridays, we call them payday. So twice a week you will be reminded, based on what you do on a daily basis, to really increase your ability to receive that type of compensation. This business will make your dreams come true, whatever your dreams are. I used to only dream that, man, when I have a private jet. That was just sort of a thought so far. I thought it was like miles and miles away. And then if you just keep inching up on it, you keep speeding it up, you can do that. And earlier this year, you know, in the summer, Angelica says, honey, when do you think we're really gonna get that private jet? And I've looked and I've measured my finances. I'm like, I think we're about 2 years away. It was 3 months later, we got a private jet. You're talking about Christmas. We got a private jet. Oh my God, come on, I'm telling you. Are you gonna clap for real or what? The message here, if you commit, if you go all in, if you believe, if you do the very thing your leadership is asking you to do, which is obviously simple, effective, and duplicatable. I don't know if you're taking notes, but those might be 3 things. Your style should be that, your presentations, your phone calls, it should be simple, obviously effective, and obviously duplicatable. This is a copy of what the successful person is doing business. So simple, effective, and duplicatable. And if you do that repeatedly, and you stay focused, you stay in the game, you eliminate distractions, you can make these dreams that we're talking about true for you, for your family, for your legacy. We're here to create freedom of time with a bunch of money attached. 2 things I'm looking for is my time is mine, but I want the cash flow to just keep rolling in, man. We're the goose that lays the golden egg. Every Tuesday, every Friday, this goose is laying golden eggs, and we cash them in. And your lifestyle and your ability to just feel, man, I'm free. Back in the early days in America, they says, hey, land of the brave, home of the free. Really? Who's brave? Only entrepreneurs. Who's free? Not a lot of them. They have debt and jobs shackled to them. WFG is liberating. There's freedom for you to feel like, man, I've made enough money to pay off all my debt. Now I'm in the cash flow business. I'm in the net worth business. Now I'm in the separating myself from all mediocrity. You're not here to be mediocre. Your mommy did not have you when you were born, and the doctor spanked you and then put you on your mama's chest and says, oh, Mrs. Mom, here's mediocrity. Here's normal. Here's a regular 9-to-5 little future employee. That's not you. That certainly wasn't the case for me. I don't have no doctor. I was born on a dirt floor, so my grandmother slapped me. I don't know if she did. Thank God she's gone. So she came over to my mom, and I'm thinking, oh, and I said, you know, there's this big hope. You know, there was a day where you were the talk of the entire family. When you were born, everybody smiled. Everybody talked about you. What happened? We need to revive your dreams again, man. WG is a place where dreams come true. Don't ever forget that. And that's all based on what you do on a daily basis. Your daily activity will create this amazing life that you will enjoy for the rest of your life, pass it on to your kids. You create a legacy. You only get a certain number of days. And every day, those days are eaten away, and what you do with those days. Some of you young people, when you're 27, 30 years old, you're not thinking about that, but let me just tell you, man, you get like past 30, and they like speed up the clock. Doesn't it feel like the days just go by faster? I'm a grown-ass man, and I remember being a kid, the days were long. It was like a long-ass afternoon. Now it's like, oh my God, before you know it, it's 6 p.m. It's 9 p.m. Okay, we gotta go brush your teeth, go to bed. The next time, man, the days go by so damn quick. It just feels that way. When you're a kid, or when you're younger, you have no notion of time. The older you get, the more valuable time gets, because you have less of it. Some of you people that in your 30s, 40s, 50s, maybe you understand what I'm talking about. But take advantage of that. All of you that are in your 20s, you have no idea how this thing could really compound in your favor. This thing will compound in your favor. All you need is a few good recruits. I got one of them. My best one right there. You know, the magic got chills all over my bald ass head. I remember the day walking in there, JR was eavesdropping in the kitchen, and I'm talking to Raphael and Joanne, and we're talking money and financial stuff, and then JR was kind of like, eavesdropping, said, hey, come on out here, young man, let's talk about this. And I invited him to a meeting. And his life and my life changed forever. Let me ask you a question. How often are you doing that? How often are you impacting someone's future? You realize your invitation will have the ability to change that person forever, and their surroundings, and their kids. And my dad changed my last name for generations. I'm grooming my son, Tiger and Matt, to now take over it, and then I'm gonna teach him how to duplicate with my grandkids, and on and on. This is a generational thing. This is just not like, let's hang out for a little while and see what happens, and let's learn how to do a whoosh. This is just not about that. This is about a long-term effect. Take this thing serious. Go all in. Cut out your bullshit trends, your bullshit distractions. Some of us are distracted with other little things, bro. Burn the boat. Get in. Get in. You'll see people at this Wall boat 2 years from now, all of a sudden they made $500,000 because it's a speed thing now. It is a speed thing. You'll see how quickly people get from 0 to 100,000. From 100,000 to $500,000, you'll see how quickly that happens. Some of you right now in the crowd, in the next 2 years, I promise you, like for example, I'm going to start up, Eric. Stand up. These couple of this couple right here, they have the ability, in the next 2 years, it'll be like $500,000. Why? Because of speed, because of technology, because the industry is in that direction, and you got two people that are plugged in, committed, they show up, coachable, in alignment. Like we ask them to do something, and they do it. That is awesome. I'm so excited about you guys. Plus, look how good they look. Damn. If I had hair, look at this. So thank you very much. To wrap up, I want to let you know that we are excited to be in business with you. We're going to continue to connect. Although my wife and I are no longer going to be throwing golf balls, but we're going to be doing some events only for SMDs. So they'll come up, I don't know, like a big, like an awards gala or something, the Academy Awards thing that we'll do exclusively for SMDs. So what if we had an event where everybody in the room was an SMD with a $100,000 ring, and we threw an event like you've never seen before? But you got to be an SMD. By the way, I love JR and Michelle's example. You got to be a strong SMD with the right numbers, with the right work ethic, with the right track record of success. If you know how to make money as senior associate and marketing director, you will be a solid SMD. But if you struggled and you barely got there, and you got there through just the minimum company guidelines, we need to be concerned with that. Remember, it's all about DDR. Double-digit recruiting is number one thing. You personally have to lead the way. You got to have your 3, 4, 5 directs every single month. You got to be putting up 10, 15, 20,000 points every single month. Duplicating yourself, staying coachable, staying in alignment. This thing is going to rock for you. Thank you so much. I love you guys. See you later.